Normally, we would be visiting a gallery to tell you about this semester's student art show, but then these are not normal times.
We are all still operating remotely. Our program, and during spring of 2020, we created an Instagram page to support a virtual exhibition of our students' end of term work. And so we've continued that through this fall. So the show is now uploaded and it's on view in Instagram. And what we've done is we've utilized our LMS system that we use at HCC. It's called Canvas. And what we did was we requested Canvas shells. And what we did is we assigned each Canvas shell to a particular studio media. So for instance, photography, sculpture, and all the students that were registered for those courses across the system were added to that Canvas class. And so in there, we created a system of modules where students could read through and learn about how to best practices for documenting 2D work and 3D work, so on and so forth. We provided videos as well as particular documentation processes from our own staff and the COE-BPA. And then the students submitted the work through the assignments portal in that particular course shell. And then we had faculty and staff that were assigned to the task of retrieving that information and then uploading it into the Instagram site. Our experience with it has been so positive that we are considering continuing with having a virtual element of an exhibition, maybe not the annual student show, there's the semesterly student show, but having an exhibition opportunity for our students or for visiting artists, right, to kind of take over our Instagram and exhibit there moving forward, right, when we do come back to campus and our gallery programming starts back in person. So we've learned a lot from the process and we found that it's been very successful. So we're very pleased with the results for sure. To know that as they're looking through the show and be mindful, you know, that all of this work was created in classes that were online. None of our studio classes met in person. So all of the work the students are creating are being created outside the scope of a traditional classroom. And so that also kind of elevates the level of success with this work because they aren't having, but also to the success of the faculty, right? That they were able to inspire and help guide students to make such amazing works of art. So, you know, I think that's also something that needs to be reminded of the viewer, right? Is that these were all made outside of the studio. I mean, there are prints that were made without using presses. There are that were printed by hand, you know, instead of using a printing press. There are art metals pieces that were constructed in someone's home and not, you know, in an art metal studio. You know, so I really want people to be mindful of all the challenges that our students and faculty were up against, but were able to overcome. And it's really quite amazing.
For HCC Beat, this is Randall Williams.